Hi there, my name is James, one of the co-founders of Portant. In this video, I'm going to share with you how our data grouping feature works. And to do this, I've got a very simple invoice workflow. Now, how data grouping works is that it groups together similar rows of data to place them inside one document. So invoice is a really good example of this because we have line items which need to be inserted into one table within an invoice. So you can see that this invoice has 3 line items, which all have the same invoice number, and they have different descriptions of the products. And in our invoice template, we have a line items table. Now, the thing to remember about data grouping is when you switch on data grouping, it groups together data contained within a table. So you can only have one table within your document that has tags within it. So to format this into 2 columns, we haven't used the table. We've used the columns feature in the formatting and then columns. Now we need to select the data grouping. So we go back to the source, we can see that each row that we need to group in the same document has the same invoice number. So we can group this data via the invoice number. Now you can either do it by switching on this and selecting the invoice number from the dropdown, or you can actually go into the invoice number and select it within the source table. The advantage of this is that you can select this from the source table within the document as well. Now that we've set up the data grouping, we can go back to the source and you can see that this workflow should create 5 different invoices for each unique invoice number within this spreadsheet. Some will contain 3 lines, some will contain 2 lines, some will only contain 1. But when we click automate and click all data within the spreadsheet and click start, it will say that it's processing 5 items. Now, if we didn't have data grouping switched on, it would create 1 document for every row within this spreadsheet, so 12 in total. Now, if we open up one of the outputs, open up this one, you can see that there are 2 line items within this table. If we go back to the spreadsheet, we'll be able to see that there are 2 line items the same within the spreadsheet. And that's all there is to it. You can use data grouping for all kinds of things. It's not just limited to invoices. You could use it for other financial documents like POs or quotes, or even product catalogs where you have lots of different products within a spreadsheet. If you've got any questions, please give me a shout. Cheers.